It's it's right around 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, and there's someone smoking directly behind the wall of my kitchen sink and of the wall of my toilet, which is the same corner of the bathroom of Unit 78 that Greenville keeps telling me is vacant and empty. And they confirmed this to me two weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago when I went to the office and said that there's constantly someone in that bathroom making noise and smoking marijuana and using some type of remote capacity stun gun device when I try to use the toilet in my bathroom or when I try to use that shower. And right now, there's someone in that bathroom smoking intense amounts of marijuana, and the marijuana is coming straight through the wall behind my toilet. It's not coming from anywhere else because there are no other marijuana smells anywhere in this unit. I've actually just gone over to my door. There's no smells over by my door. The smells are always coming from the area behind my bathroom, not outside of my bathroom, but behind my bathroom, which is the permanently vacant premises of Unit 78 that recently housed for 9 years a psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry. The Boston Police Department are the ones who informed me that Ms. Irizarry is a psychopath, and the Greenville Group's office staff are the ones who told me back in 2018 when I started complaining that she was constantly getting into my unit, unlocking the door from the outside when I was in it, when I was in the unit, standing outside my door in the hallway, on the train when I was going to work or coming home from work. I mean, she was always on the train when I was going to work at like 7 a.m. And then she'd be on the train when I was coming home at like 4 p.m. And I thought that she actually like worked downtown where I worked. And then I asked the office staff, I was like, does she work like downtown? Because she's always on the train. And they said, no, she targets people, meaning she stalks them. So, right now it's 2:30 in the morning. I just tried to use facilities in my bathroom about 15 minutes ago. And that's when the marijuana fumes from the area of Unit 78's bathroom, located directly behind my own bathroom, started up. There were no fumes before that. I actually was lying in bed snoozing for about 30 minutes before getting up and having to use the facilities. And that's when the marijuana fumes suddenly started. It affects my voice. I'm really sensitive to smoke because I'm not a smoker and I never have been. And when Boston had, allowed people to smoke in bars and stuff, my voice was always raspy because I always had to breathe in other people's smoke. And also about 5 minutes ago, there were some really loud banging noises coming from inside the bathroom of 78. Somebody is behind my kitchen sink right now. They're making noise. Also, the water from my kitchen sink smells like really nasty recycled toilet water. It smells like water that has been sitting in a toilet for 5 days and is now suddenly coming out of my tap. It didn't start stinking until I started to rinse off some face cloths under that water and trying to fill up a little wash bin where I wash my face cloths. That's when the water suddenly started to stink. So I keep mentioning in videos that the intense marijuana fumes from the bathroom of Unit 78 and the water from my tap or my shower that suddenly starts to stink when I do certain things go together. There's also surveillance devices in this unit that has been confirmed dozens and dozens of times over the last 7 years, including by several Boston police detectives, a few detectives in 2020 when I went to the station and explained that people keep coming up to me from this building and telling me they can see what I do in my bathroom, but they're not being nice about it. The detective said, yeah, we're aware that there's devices in your bathroom, but they didn't do anything about it, which was really strange. And then another detective about 6 months ago confirmed that he has knowledge that there were surveillance devices in my bathroom a few years ago, but he doesn't know if they're still there. So why doesn't he do something about it, right? I mean, this is just, they've confirmed it in verbal conversations, in personal verbal conversations, but they don't tell me why they're there, and nobody does anything to remove them. So the problem continues. So just now, again, when I try to use my bathroom quietly, all of a sudden, whoever keeps accessing the vacant premises of the bathroom of 78 started blowing intense amounts of marijuana smoke straight through the wall behind my toilet. It's always coming from the wall behind my toilet because that is the bathroom of 78. And that's where a psychopath and sex offender Also, a cyber criminal, according to the Greenville group, named Jasmine Irizarry lived for 9 of the last 10 years. There's also been someone making banging noises in that bathroom over the last 10 minutes. So they're not trying to be quiet. It's like they're dropping stuff against the wall behind my sink. So maybe someone's taking a shower in there. I don't know. It sounds like they're dropping shampoo bottles. But because Greenville just 2 weeks ago told me that that unit is vacant and empty, they also said that they've changed the locks on it and that maintenance checks it every day to make sure there's no one in there and that nobody can possibly be in there. I'm wondering why there's banging noises directly behind my kitchen sink from the bathroom of Unit 78 at 2:30 in the morning on a Tuesday when I just tried to use my own bathroom. And that's when somebody in the bathroom of 78 keeps getting really agitated because they're a sex offender and they get all worked up when they can have knowledge of other people using their toilets. This is a sex offender with a sick and twisted toilet obsession. That's why, but nobody wants to admit that, but it has been happening for 10 years. For 10 years now, I've been getting aggressively harassed just about every single time I've tried to use a toilet in my bathroom. And that's because the same person, the sex offender and psychopath and cyber criminal named Jay Irizarry, has been, accessing or living in the bathroom of Unit 78. And she uses some type of surveillance device, which dozens of people have told me about, including coworkers. She uses that to be able to see and hear what I do in the privacy of that bathroom. And then she becomes really agitated. And then because she's a cyber criminal, she shares footage of my bathroom activities with other tenants in this building. I'm assuming she's doing this on the part of the Greenville group. I mean, this isn't just her operation. They're doing it too. Multiple people from the Greenville group have informed me that there are surveillance devices in my unit, including former maintenance managers, one of whom referred to Ms. Irizarry as their surveillance expert, and another maintenance manager who told me, yes, I know there's devices in your bathroom, but I can't do anything about it. You would have to speak to Oleg about that. So there you go. I mean, maybe Mr. Oleg Aliseyev thinks it's legal to place surveillance devices in the residences of his tenants. Maybe that's something that is perfectly legal where he comes from, and that's okay over there. It's not okay over here. Maybe nobody has informed him of that, and that's why it keeps happening, and that's why people keep telling me they can see everything I do in here, and coworkers have said that my place is a mess, and that I do this and I do that, and everybody can see what I do in here. They're not trying to be nice about it. They're trying to be really derogatory about it. Like, oh, your place is such a mess. We've seen all your washcloths on the floor. Stuff like that. And that started happening 7 years ago, back in 2017. And maybe that's what the Boston police detectives were referring to when they said, we know that there's surveillance devices in your unit. We just don't know if they're still there. Well, maybe they should check into it because it keeps happening and it's preventing me from being able to have any privacy in here, even at 2:30 in the morning when a psychotic sex offender and a psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry, who lived in the bathroom directly behind my kitchen sink for 9 of the last 10 years, starts making banging noises against the wall of my kitchen sink at 2:30 in the morning, just after I tried to use the toilet. And that kind of thing has been happening constantly for 10 years. She has a unique behavioral thumbprint, right? So she has a behavioral thumbprint. Everybody has a behavioral thumbprint. Nobody acts exactly the way we do all the time. Nobody can act the way we do or duplicate our behavior exactly. And whoever is sitting behind that wall right now making noise is identifying themselves as the same person who has been in that bathroom for 9 of the last 10 years officially, and then for the last year and a half unofficially, right? Same person who officially lived in that unit for 9 of the last 10 years continues to be in that unit unofficially because Greenville claims it is vacant and empty and they moved her out, but that she still lives in the building. So that's the other thing. They confirmed to me when I asked them a year ago, I said, did you completely move her out of the building or does she still live in this building? Mr. Aliseyev said, she still lives in this building, but I might move her across the street. Well, apparently he hasn't. I mean, I've sent them so many emails about this person who keeps accessing the reportedly vacant premises of Unit 78. And I was in there about a month ago when maintenance was in there. I asked them if I could just take a look around, and it was indeed empty. The whole unit was vacant.
Real estate group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office.
Invalid input. Please try again.
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate. After the beep, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 2:45 a.m. on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. I'm calling once again from Unit 89 to report that there's someone sitting in the bathroom of Unit 78 located directly behind the wall of my toilet and also behind the wall of my kitchen sink, which is the same corner of the bathroom of Unit 78. Greenville keeps informing me that Unit 78 has been vacant and empty for quite some time, at least a year and a half now. Even though Jorge, the maintenance manager, stayed there a few days a week this past summer, you have apparently not rented it out to anyone. And when I was down at the office a couple of weeks ago, office staff did confirm that unit is still vacant. However, there's constantly someone accessing the premises of that bathroom late at night, often after hours. And it appears to be the same exact person who was housed in that bathroom for 9 of the last 10 and a half years, an individual who's a psychopath, a sex offender, and a cyber criminal, according to Boston Police and to Greenville's own staff. Her name is Jasmine Irizarry, and Ms. Irizarry, over the 9 years that she officially lived in Unit 78, exhibited a very unique, unusual, disturbing behavioral thumbprint that continues to be evident now at 2:30 in the morning when she starts making banging noises against the wall behind my kitchen sink and my toilet when I try to use the facilities in my bathroom, and then starts blowing and propagating intense amounts of marijuana smoke into my bathroom while I'm in the process of trying to use the facilities in that bathroom. And that happened about 25 minutes ago at around 2 o'clock a.m. Whoever is in the bathroom of Unit 78 right now wants to make their presence known. They're not trying to be quiet or subtle. This is somebody who has a stalking problem. I've been informed by Greenville staff back in 2018 or 2019 that Ms. Irizarry tends to target people. That means that she stalks them. So she's in there right now, and it is difficult for me to use the facilities in my bathroom when my entire shower stall and toilet area are filling up with marijuana fumes, and it is marijuana smoke. It's not coming from the hallway. It never comes from the hallway. It's also not coming from anywhere below, because I would smell it in other areas of my unit. And right now, the only place where I do smell that marijuana is in the wall, directly against the wall behind my toilet, and also my shower stall, which again is Unit 78. There are no fumes or odors in the hallway. There never are. At the same time, the water from my kitchen tap has suddenly started to stink intermittently once again, like water from a 5-day-old backed up toilet. It smells absolutely foul, and it smells intensely foul as it is coming out of the kitchen tap. So I'm not smelling something that's coming from the drain. I'm not smelling something that I happen to be rinsing out. I actually have a tub of bleach in my kitchen sink, and I should be smelling that bleach, but instead I'm smelling the foul odors of some kind of contamination that keeps seeping into the water to not just my kitchen tap, but my shower head as well. And when I try to shower using the shower in my bathroom, the water from my shower suddenly starts to smell intensely foul and intensely nauseating. When I try to rinse out my eyes or my mouth or my face or my hair, it doesn't happen when I'm standing next to the shower and the water is simply running, because I've tried doing that too. So there is a contamination problem with the water that is coming out of my shower head and out of my kitchen tap right now at 2 in the morning or 2:45 in the morning now on a Tuesday, when there's someone in the bathroom of 78 that shares pipes and a wall with my own bathroom, my own kitchen sink, and that person is making their presence known by making loud banging noises and smoking large amounts of marijuana and propagating the marijuana smoke into my bathroom and kitchen sink area. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 617-459-0208. I am recording this voicemail for legal purposes. Please forward it to your legal team, because I will be bringing it to court with me on Wednesday and playing it in court as an ongoing evidence of constant, unresolved, unaddressed health and safety concerns in Unit 89, as well as some serious privacy issues. Greenville's own management staff refer to Ms. Irizarry as their surveillance expert. And as I've reported in prior voicemails, Boston police detectives on 2 separate occasions over the last 2 years have confirmed knowledge of the fact that there are surveillance devices in my unit. What they told me was that they don't know if those surveillance devices are still there. But when I get harassed when using my toilet at 2:20 in the morning on a Tuesday, I can assure everybody that there are still surveillance devices in my bathroom that allow this psychopath and likely other tenants to see and hear what I do in my bathroom. Thank you.